You did that record with Logic and Joyner Lucas.
Yes, I did.
Joyner Lucas had like talked about that. I don't know if you saw he was on. Was he on Everyday Struggle?
Yeah, Everyday Struggle. It was a lot of
He
controversy.
talked about the feature and he was kind of like shitting on Logic. What is your side of that? Of how that song came together and what is what he said accurate?
We need the third story, right? Come on.
Because I thought it sounded to me he was making a whole lot of nothing, like something out of nothing.
No, it's MC stuff.
Right.
Getting back to content now. Visually, like I said, you're unique. Have you guys seen that Joyner Lucas video?
The one that just came out yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, that is the fucking sickest video I've ever seen in my life.
Yo.
Craziest, like the best video I've ever seen.
I was torn though.
Why were you torn?
I was very uncomfortable in the beginning of it.
Because the white guys first...
Well, no, but forget that. That's on the surface.
Yeah, the lyrics.
Yes. Like, I was like, damn, he's really pointing out real, like, things. Like, real stereotypical things that really are, like, an issue. Like, the comment about, you know, hey, we idolize Einstein, you idolize Tupac. Really think about it. Like,
no, it's real. It's super real.
I think so. I just wanted to get you because I put you in that box of lyricism of really thought provoking. So I was just kind of like
that is probably that's up there with the Stan song.
Yeah,
that's like that's not a and I called Joyner last night and when I saw that song I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I watched it. I was like, oh my god. I called him. I was like, bro, if you're not the biggest hip hop artist next year this time, the industry is hating on you. Like they're haters.
Yeah.
They're doing something and because. That is the fucking, that video is powerful. Like, just like when I watched, I didn't know what the fuck to say when I saw it. I was like, oh my God.
That's how I was after it. At first I thought, and the funny thing is, one of our friends, Jeff, he sent me the video. So I said, Jeff, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what? He's like, no, just watch the video.
You thought Jeff was saying, I'm not racist?
Yeah, I'm like, Jeff, I know you're not racist. Like, what are you talking about? Jeff is white. So I'm like, Jeff, I know you're my guy. Like, where's the confusion here? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
And then when I looked at it, I must have looked at that video about a good 4 times, and I said, "Yo, he's a genius."
That's exactly and it's because there's so many rappers who've tried to do stuff like that, like who try to, and it's just and the way he just
his execution.
No, he that was a headshot right on, like there was a bullseye, and it couldn't have been done any better than that, and it was just such a simple video, which is dope, and it was just raw and simple, and then the fact that they like hug at the end and everything, I just think it was just powerful. Like that is the type of stuff that needs to be on the news.
Some people didn't like it. I saw some people that I know who are black. They were like upset with the video.
I had those conversations too, though. Like a lot of people were uncomfortable with the white guy saying nigger and saying, but I'm like, and I got that because again, upon looking on the first time, I was kind of like, oh, this is a little uncomfortable. But getting the message behind it and then getting the content in itself, I'm like. He kind of needed to say it.
No, that needed to be. It needed
all
to be
of that,
said.
Everything in there needed to be said with the actors that played it. And
so when they said that, and from people I know, they were upset with the fact that like it was hugging at the end, and that the context of it, like. Someone who is racist and he's saying all those things and then you're gonna hug him at the end, like that. There are people who aren't like that, and that's what some people were saying. Like, why are we trying so hard to change the mind of some people who are racist that are never going to change that way? And instead of focusing on things that we can try to fix, that was just that's not for me, but that's what they were saying.
No, I understand, but they need to understand, like, you can always pick apart things like that. There's always gonna be somewhere you're like, well, what about this and that? But the fact is. He made it, and and the fact that they hugged at the end, I thought that was dope because it just to me when that happened, I was like, I was just lost for words. Right when I saw the hug, because usually I think those type of things are like, if it was another video, I'd be like, but when it happened, I was like. Yo,
I almost shed a thug.
Like it wasn't. It didn't come on.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I dead ass almost shed a thug to like, yo, that was beautiful. Like,
that's like, exactly what it was.
It was powerful to me.
And it's important and it's cool because Joyner, saying the perspective of the white people and also the black people. It just shows like, I feel like white America that like. We he sees what you guys are saying, and he's also half white as well, so he
identifies with both.
Yeah, with both sides, and he was saying the truth. I know that I'm sure there's lots of like white people who think those exact same things. Like, well, you weren't a slave. Why are you trying to act like you were there and whatever? And then the other dude saying like my grandmom was a slave, whatever it was. And I've been in those situations where it's like slavery wasn't that far from my my
civil rights wasn't that far either.
Exactly. It's just right around. It's just right there. And so just both perspectives just being shared. I think it was dope, and it was raw. It was what needed to be said, because it's almost like Joyner going, "Look, I know what you white people are saying. Here, I'm saying it for you. And I get it. We totally get it. Now here's the black perspective here, and it's important that people hear both sides. But it just needed to be done. He did that right. No one can ever do that again.
But I met Joyner, and I played him the song. I had my verse on it. He's like, I said, Logic's supposed to be on it. He said, man, that would be dope if all three of us was on it. I was like, I don't know. Let me holler at Logic. And he's like, come on, Tech. Come on, Tech. He's on my tour bus, and that's my little homie. So I said, yes, okay, go ahead. And he did it.
He killed it.
And he killed it.
Murdered it.
He did everything. So I sent it to Logic. I said, hey.
With Joyner on it.
Joyner has to stop dissing rappers. It could be his downfall. Hey, overly underrated. Thank you for that comment, because, that's why I was trying to make that point to him. And I also said off camera, he's going to risk putting himself in the box that a Vic Mensa, a Wale, a Russ have put themselves, where you're just not likable because people are just looking at you like, why do you think you have the authority to just be dissing everybody? And again, he doesn't say they're disses, but if I listen to it, it sounds like a diss, whatever.
I hit Logic, and I sent it to him, and he texted me back and said, son can rap. And I said, yeah. So whenever you get done. So I think Logic kind of felt like Joyner did everything. You know what I'm saying?
Like Joyner was like, this is a look for me. I'm going to go all the way up.
So for Logic to try to come fast after that, he probably was like, I'm not doing that.
And then,
bro, I was just about to do that goddamn Gucci Gang T-Mix. I was gonna T-Mix the fuck out of Gucci Gang, and then Joyner Lucas just said, hey, nobody else do this. I got this beat. Don't even download the instrumental. Joyner Lucas came on that motherfucker and just said, look, just everybody stop trying. Just, it's over. Give it a rest. That nigga destroyed that bitch. Good God, boy, Lucas killed that motherfucker. I even called my manager. I was like, hey, so let's take Gucci Gang off the list for T-Mixes. We probably shouldn't do that anymore. We got a lot more. We got other stuff we can do. Other stuff we got it. Don't worry about it. There's other stuff.
Is what I was talking to Joyner about. I said, man, I just wish he wouldn't have freestyled on my song, man. I wanted him to go. You know what I mean? I think he could have still went. Even though Joyner did every fast flow in the book. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna believe ain't nobody gonna stop us. I let him off. Anybody gonna stop? Anybody gonna stop? Anybody gonna stop? Anybody, you know what I'm saying? He just went. So I get what Logic did.